Yes, Sheree.
What's happening, Paige? What's going on over there in your kitchen?
You know what? We're going to start cooking right away. And I am making the most delicious Italian inspired recipe today with this baguette, which has no eggs or dairy, and
Nice.
a little salad that we're going to put together as well. Yeah, these are going to be, this baguette is going to come out to be kind of a pizza baguette. Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
that's
Yeah.
cool. I like that.
What's
I
going to
like
happen here? What about you?
Well, I am making tacos out of walnut meat, out of walnuts and lentils. So right now I have them cooking up in the skillet because it takes a moment for it to really, cook up a little bit, about 20 minutes. So I just soaked some walnuts in warm water for 25 minutes to make them soft and pliable, chopped them up into small bits, then sauteed them with some onions and garlic, and we threw in some brown lentils. They're in the skillet right now, smelling yum, yum, yummy. So, hey, Paige, you go right ahead. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the vegetable broth to my recipe.
Okay, so wait, you're using some vegetable broth. Okay, well, there it is. So I'm going to cut this baguette, y'all. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to slice it down the center and open it up, and it's a stuffed baguette. Oh my gosh, you want to see what I'm going to stuff it with? I'm going to stuff it with Miyoko's mozzarella. This is so delectable, delicious, and divine. I want to say that sometimes you can find coupons, those of you out there, you might want to look. Now, also, we're adding in some, now this is the label for it. I'm going to show you in a minute. Tofurkey, plant-based, original sausage. The Italian is so good. And I'm going to show you right here what we have happening. I sliced it into slices like pepperoni slices. We also have some delicious Kalmata olives that I've made. Remember, we're stuffing this baguette. And then also I have a bruschetta, which is tomatoes, olive oil, and garlic that I'm going to put with it. But, oh my goodness, I did buy a roasted garlic sauce here that I'm also going to put, and I'm using a pasta sauce. Why not, right? So you can use a pizza sauce. You can make your own. You can create your own. And this is, what I said. It's a roasted garlic pasta sauce. Okay, Sherry, what you got going on?
You know what? I'm going to pull you a little closer. See how we can
a little closer. I'm going to take it to. We're going to go full screen on you, so you can really show it.
So I just want to kind of show it what's going on here. So in here we have the walnuts and lentils, tomatoes, onions, and and garlic. So I saute that. I add some cumin, some smoked paprika, some more garlic powder, onion powder, because I love having that in there. Chili powder. We did some 21 seasoning salute in there because I like my stuff to have a lot of flavor. And so how are we going to let this walnuts cook off? We're going to let it simmer for about 25 minutes till most of the liquid has disappeared. And then we're going to stuff it in a cute little shell. And I have to show you this shell. I have to give a shout out to Tabitha Brown because I did watch her do her fish tacos out of palms, and I love the little boat shell she had used. So of course, when I went to the store today, I had to go get me some too. So I will show you those eventually. They are in the oven. I'm heating them up so they can be nice and warm and toasty. And it's shaped like a little boat. And we're gonna put our taco mixture in there. I also made some homemade guacamole and also some homemade pico de gallo. So I wanted to kind of prep everything because this is pretty, it takes a lot of work to get everything ready. So I wanted to make sure that hopefully by the end of the show, we can actually dress up the taco boat so you can see what it looks like. In the other skillet, though, I am making some mixed vegetables. I told you guys I'm on a bell pepper. So I want a bell pepper kick. So I took some bell pepper and onions and I just sauteed those. I want to get them really wilted because we're going to top those on our taco boat. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So this is basically cooking. And I just want to say, like, if you have an issue with maybe nuts, this recipe, you can also swap out any nut you want. I did see that you could also use pumpkin seeds and lentils to make the tacos. So pretty much any type of seed or nut you can use as a meat alternative. And it really is filling, full of protein, and walnuts are good for omega, so they're really good for your brain. So it's just a really nutritious meal with lentils also. So you have protein and fiber. So, I mean, it's just really a great alternative.
I love walnuts, and I love walnut stuffed tacos. I love that you're bringing this up because, having those nutrients are so essential.
Yes,
now, right? So
right.
Let me just tell you about this cheese. Okay, this is the Miyoko's cheese, and what I did is I took it out of the packaging. It is so soft. I'm going to cut it into these really cute cheese slices like this. Now, you could just eat it like that. Come on, right? So good, so delicious. We're going to do those. And then, like I said, so we're going to stuff these into the bread, and then we're going to warm it all up. We're also going to put the tofurkey sausage, right, everybody, sliced up into those quarters. And we're going to put the olives. Now, my husband doesn't love the olives, but I do. So some's going to have some. I know some's going to have some, but I just want you to see how similar. Now, this is made with coconut oil, all right? Delicious, scrumptious coconut oil and a lot of other fun things. I'm going to look it up actually because I can't remember what else is in it, but I just know that I love Miyoko's. And also I wanted to show everybody something because how cool. I have a Miyoko's book. I wanted to show everybody, and I think she has a new book out too, but it's called The Vegan.
She does. She does have a new one.
Yeah, she has a new book. But this one's great because you can see all the, I really need to make this recipe right here. Look how good that looks. Come on,
you keep showing that one.
Yeah, that one, I think that's got to get up on here. This is Plant-Based in the Burbs, everybody. If you're just popping in, we are on Jane Unchained. You can find printable recipes, hundreds of them on janeunchained.com. We are Paige. I'm Paige, Parsons Roach, and you are
Sheree, and we're always here every Wednesday at 5 p.m.
That's
Facebook Live, right here in our kitchen, cooking things that, we want to try for dinner. Just wonderful food. Yes.
I'm just saying.
I didn't bring any of my books near me, but I do have that same book, and I've cooked a couple of things. There's one guy that I love. I think I've told you about him. I think it's Turn Up Vegan in San Diego. So on Instagram, he made some black garlic butter out of coconut oil. I mean, so there are so many chefs or even vegan foodies on Instagram if you're on there, and just start following them because they come up with so many creative recipes and they inspire me to want to learn how to do it or even do it. I want to do it myself. I want to make my own garlic butter. So if I can make my own garlic butter, I can make any type of butter, right? So I just want to try it. I'm going to try it.
Okay. Tom, I think you're talking about my dish here. You're saying some sun-dried tomatoes and vegan feta would be amazing. You're right. Yes, Tom, great to see you. We also have Stacy watching, my favorite gals. We love you too. Hey, I'm going to show everybody how I slice this up, now I'm going to stuff inside there. I'm going to start with the sauce. We're going to start with the sauce. And again, any kind of sauce, but I highly recommend getting organic if you can. Yes. Find it on sale, grab it, at your local market. So we're just going to go ahead and pop this inside. You can kind of, I don't know if you can see.
Paige, why don't you do a full screen so that way I can put my little boats in the oven and they can see you do that.
Sounds good.
All right.
Those of you watching right here, we got Plant-Based G. Totally got to check him out. Okay, we're stuffing the baguettes with the sauce right here. We're putting the sauce in there. And I think what I'm going to do, this is my first time doing this, but I have seen this done before. So it's not like, I've never made any kind of like a pasta, pizza type of thing. But I'm stuffing. And then what I'm going to do, everybody, I hope you can see this. I'll show you in a second. Actually, let me bring this up to you. You can see what I'm doing. Putting the sauce in there. Then I'm going to add the cheese. I'm going to put sauce on top. I'm also going to add those tomatoes and the camadas. And then, so lots of sauce. Why not? And lots of cheese in there. What do you like to put on your pizzas? These are pizza baguettes. Okay, so that's what we're doing here. Just in case you don't have a baguette, but you have a bagel. Maybe you have some other kind of French bread, or maybe you even have a pizza crust. What you can do with the pizza crust is you can roll it and then stuff it and then cook it. So it's a little different take. It's a little kind of calzone, if you think about it. It's got the stuffed flavor to it. So now we're going to go ahead and take our delicious cashew cheese with coconut Miyoko. So we're going to pop those in here just like this. Just open wide, and then you stuff it in. Although it's hard to do with one hand. So we're going to give it to Sherry, and we'll share screen, and we'll be together here. What we're doing. Go ahead.
Yeah, so hey, I'm back. I had to scrub the lid to put on my mixture because I need to decrease the liquid in the recipe. But yeah, I wanted to show you the little boats. So these are the little boats that Tabitha had when Tabitha Brown had her, she made her fish tacos out of palms, and she put in this little boat. And I said, oh my gosh, I normally never buy pre-made taco shells. I usually just do a nice corn shell or something and flip it over and then just make it nice and soft. So I thought this would be kind of interesting to try this, to put the mixture in this and, get a nice little crunch. So I'm excited about those. And then I also decided to try the blue corn. So I bought the blue corn. Of course, I am not prepared today, people. I have to tell you, it has been one of those days, but I do have some blue taco shells. I have no idea where they are, but they are here.
You know what? That's the fun of it. We're just making it happen.
Yes.
Okay, I'm stuffing these. I promise. I'm stuffing them. They're coming. I'm going to stuff them.
But anyway, I'm so happy everyone is joining us too. But we're trying to show you different ways that you can spice up your dinner or spice up your meal doing a plant-based alternative. So that's pretty cool. Hey, I love that.
Now they look kind of messy, but I kind of like that. They're a little bit like crazy. They're not. I'm going to stuff it a little bit more before I put it in. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it on 425 because I want to get them cooking. Right?
Yeah.
Get them going because the bread's already cooked. Now, here's what I want to say about bread that you buy.
Yeah.
Be sure to check the label. Flip it over because they have to label it if it has eggs or milk. Now, the one thing that may not always be in there that you may not know are milk derivatives.
Yeah.
So you have to make sure you're paying attention to that as well. I think they have to absolutely label this.
They still have to do it because I remember, you know what? There was a seasoning that I just loved before I went plant-based. I love this seasoning mix, and I used to do it when I would fry chicken or something like that. So then I thought, okay, well, I'll do that on my tofu or anything that I'm going to make chicken-like. So I bought it. I'm not going to say the name, but I bought it, and then for some reason I didn't pay attention to the ingredients because I just assumed what would be in here is all dry seasoning, right?
Right.
Came home, happened to look at it, and it had dry milk in it, and it had egg in it. And I don't know how they did that. And I was so disappointed. So I had bought 2 boxes, and so my girlfriend lived a couple of blocks over. I just put them on my cabinet, on my table. And when she decided to come over, I gave them to her because. I just can't do it. Now, it's a difference when it's something hidden and you don't know, oops, but when you buy it and you need to check the labels, and I've tried to be very vigilant on doing that, but that one slipped by me. So that was a little disappointer, but it happened. Yeah.
Well, I want to show you again, these are not pretty. You can make them so much more pretty, right? And I also want to say, you certainly may, by all means. But here's what I want to tell you is you can also get one of those baguette circulars, slice them down in a circular motion like a flower, do this, put it in, and it puffs open like that.
Oh, wow.
Do it a little bit more messy, kind of fun, like crazy style. Why not? Go for it. Cheese on top. Just make it really melty and delicious. So we've got the tofurkey sausage on here. The Italian is so good. And we have the Kamada olives, which I love. I like black olives. I like the Kamada. I like that bitter flavoring in there. And also some delicious chopped up tomatoes that are in a bruschetta with garlic, a little bit of pepper. And then we have the Miyokos, which is the on top. Yum. Oh, yeah, exactly.
So it's going to be good. So I'm just going to show you what this looks like. I'm going to bring you a little closer.
Okay, we got you.
I'm just going to bring it closer because this is really crazy when you look at the walnuts and the lentils. Let me get, where's my pop holder? I want you to see what it looks like up close. So this is walnuts and lentils. So that looks like taco meat, right? It looks just like that. It's all the liquid is drying up, and once it gets really nice and dry, then I will go ahead and put it in the shell with the homemade pico de gallo, the guacamole. We have some sour cream. We also have some vegan cheese if anyone in the house wants it. So I have a couple of them I use. I just haven't put everything out, but let me pull it out real quick like. Couple of the cheese. Well, I have one right here. This is the one I'm using right now. So we're going to use this one on our tacos. If you want cheese, I can actually do it without the cheese because it's going to have so many wonderful vegetables on the top. I won't really need that. But yeah, so it's perfect.
I was just going to say, this is also one of my favorites you can put and stuff. You don't have to use one that's a solid. You can use a shredded one that's already made. You can make your own and stuff your bread and make a stuffed bread type pizza.
Yeah.
You can just think, instead of it being a flat, you're kind of doing a little bit of a different take on it, right? Now, I also want to show y'all what we made last night for dinner, because I just thought this is kind of fun. Also with that tofurkey sausage, you can really get a lot going. So this is a pesto pasta. We added in some sun-dried tomato and the tofurkey sausage and onions. It was so easy to make. And then the bow tie, delicious. This is an incredible meal. How have you used your plant-based sausages out there, y'all? What have you made? So this is a definite favorite in our family. Love pesto. It's got the basil and the garlic.
I do.
Pine nuts. So good, so good. Oh my gosh. All right, we have lots of people watching here. Hey, Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Yes. So good to see you all. Anyone else out there, please feel free to chime in. So great to see you. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Oh my gosh, this has been so great, everybody. Now, I do want to show you, I've got a few more minutes on mine. Is yours ready to plate or not?
You know what? I have a little bit. I can do a plate one just so we can get an idea of what it looks like. So I will stay away from the camera just for a second so I can get the little bolts out of the.
No problem. I'm gonna show everybody a few things.
Okay,
all right.
Cool.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. Let's go back to me. Okay. I want to show everybody. Look at that gorgeous picture, right? And this beautiful picture here. Now, this is a pamphlet. You can actually ask and reach out to either PETA or Vegan Outreach and get some of your own of these pamphlets. This one is in Spanish, and it says no difference. So it's basic. Well, my understanding is, I can't read that actually, but maybe you can. But look at these beautiful animals. There is no difference between dogs and pigs. It's the perception, right? Is no difference between the chickens, cats. No difference. So just wanted to point that out. You can pick these up, order them yourself. Also, there's this great guide, Going Vegan. This is by PETA. This one's amazing. It's chock full of recipes and so forth. And I'm just going to circle you back to janeandchain.com because we have hundreds of printable, shareable recipes right there. Just go there and look it up. You'll see. This one's cool. It's by this company called Action for Animals. So just reach out. There's lots of vegan recipes on how to bake. And then it also lists alternatives. So there's lots of things in here too that you may recognize. Yep. I also want to point out this incredible magazine called Forks Over Knives. I just shout out to them. Oh, I hear my beeper going off. Maybe my food's ready. I wanted to point this out because this is an incredible book, but also the movie. And if you go to the website, you're going to find chock full of information to share with your friends. Tons of recipes in this magazine. If you pick it up, I usually pick it up to get inspired, but also because I want to show that, the markets, that there is a market for this kind of a magazine. You know what I mean? There's Tracy McWhorter. Love her. By any greens necessary. She's talking about agent of change. Yes, she is an agent of change. So anyway, Forks Over Knives, great company, great book. And then also, this is a great starter guide. You can order this. It's the African American Vegan Starter Guide. It's put out by Tracy McWhorter. You can see right there, By Any Greens Necessary and Farm Sanctuary. So I encourage you to grab one of these and share this with your friends and family. It gives you a history of veganism in the Black community, historical, dating all the way back to 1915. Maybe you've heard of Dick Gregory as well. Not 1915, but he was in the 60s, really bringing forward. Yeah, bringing forward veganism, and then it takes you through the year. So, Sherry, what you got going on? I'm going to give it to you. Go get my...
okay, yeah, I am trying to open up the cheese. That's what I'm trying to do.
Well, opening up the cheese.
So I'm going to open up the cheese. Yeah. Yeah.
We are here live every week, everybody. For those of you that are brand new to our show, this is Plant-Based in the Burbs. Plant-Based in the Burbs. Boom, boom, boom. And I was giving a shout out to Eat Like You Love Yourself. Plant-Based G, check him out. He's really kind of a mushroom maven. He really is kind of that guy, not a maven.
Yes, I like him.
I think he calls himself a mushroom mafia.
Yeah, he does great recipes, really.
Yeah. Okay, we keep losing you, Sherry, but hey, so we're going to just remind you to check your labels, everybody. You're going to want to check your labels because you want to make sure that you don't have any dairy or milk in any of your products. So like I got this great baguette, and sometimes though I do see they sneak in dairy or eggs in a baguette. So I just want to encourage you to make sure you're checking that. And we're going to go back to you, Sherry Solo. All you.
I am here. These are some slippery little boats, but this is what it looks like. So I have the mixture, the walnut mixture in there. I put some plant-based cheese. I thought I had some tofu sour cream, but you can always put that on the top if you like that. We did a strip of red bell peppers. And so I'm just going to take a taste of this because I'm curious on how it really tastes. And in this little boat, I've never had one of these. So let's check it out. Okay. It's almost like I have nachos on the bottom. It has that crunch to it, like a nacho.
Okay, that looks so good, Sherry. How did you get those crispy?
I bought it that way.
Oh, can you show us what they look like? I'm just curious. Okay, everybody, this turned out perfectly. Now I'm going to do a little love here. I also I thought I had spinach, but I didn't. Wait, I'm going to give you the full screen because that's really cool. I want everybody to see. Whoa, what is that?
I've never used it. That's what I was saying. Tabitha Brown was doing one of her lives, and she was making tacos, and she used the little boats, and I was so curious. I thought, oh, that is really cute. Let me find them. So when I went to the grocery, they were there. I made sure I read the ingredients, and it's just yellow corn and oil and a little salt, and it's nice and crispy. You put it in the oven for 4 minutes, heat it up a little bit, and I think my plate is a little too big, but they're sliding all over, but they're really, really easy to handle. You can just pick it up and just bite it. It's like a little boat. So it's really, really good, I have to say.
So I have to work on this a little bit. I got to tell you, it's kind of messy and looks kind of gross, but it looks good. But it's just a little messy. So we're going to kind of love on this a little bit. I would also suggest adding some greens, some you could either do basil, fresh basil would be so good, or spinach as well. So stuffed pizzas, tacos, walnut tacos over there.
Yes.
Come on, we come to you live every single week with new recipes. Gotta love it. We love you. We're going to post these recipes, y'all. We're going to do this. You can head over to Plant Based in the Burbs, see the recipe there. We'll also post it in the chat. Might take us a minute, but I think if you follow along or if you want to go back and watch the whole show, you can definitely take notes and make it yourselves. Yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Well, you know what? It really is good. It's very tasty. It's dense a little bit, so you probably wouldn't need to eat too many tacos because you are going to be full unless you're a big guy, but it's really, really tasty. So
really tasty, y'all. So we just encourage you to come in our kitchen and have some yum and have some fun as well every week. Thank you for watching with us. We hope you got some incredible info. You took some notes. And again, share out with your friends and family, those that are transitioning or curious.
Yes.
Why not? Moms here who are feeding our kids still, our grown kids. We're feeding our husbands delicious plant-based food. We are plant-based.
And we're feeding ourselves. That's what's the best part. So
yes. And a quick reminder.
Yes.
Drink lots of water.
Of course. Now, especially since it's getting warm here in LA, it's been really hot, and you're going to have to really start drinking up. It's just incredible about drinking that water. It's so hard for people to do that. So if you have an issue with that, add cucumbers, add mint, add, different types of lime,
oranges, strawberry, kiwi.
The drink, anything.
Sherry, I love you. I love you. And we love all y'all out there. Here's our little moment. I'd love to make you laugh.
And you know what? I want to say something, Paige. You gave out a lot of information, a lot of great resources today. I am going to call you the resource queen because you you just share that stuff. I'm like, shoot, I got to learn all that. That's amazing. So that's great stuff for people who are really interested or intrigued or even starting to transition, or even if you're already a vegan. There's a lot of recipes that we don't know anything about that we need to learn.
Yes. So that's what we're here for.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. Wait, we're going to keep going. We're going. What questions do you have? We are doing our best to bring you fresh recipes. And actually, we do want to know what you'd like us to make so we get challenged. That's kind of fun. And we invite you to head over to our Instagram as well if you're IGers. It's easy to find, Plant-Based in the Burbs. And, oh, Tina, thank you. And yes, Tom, remember to stay hydrated for sure. And, one more here. So easy to go vegan. Yes, it is. And there's Sherry. There she is.
Yeah, I'm having a little computer issue, but that's okay. We got enough time. Hopefully I won't go out. But anyway, it's all good.
Thank you, Christy. Hi, Christy. Yes. Thanks, everybody. You want to show your dish one more time?
Oh, sure. I can take a bite of that dish one more time. So just look at that. Walnuts and lentils, brown lentils. And you know what? I bought canned lentils. You can even go to Trader Joe's. They already have lentils in a pack that are already cooked. So you can shortcut the recipe very easily. So yeah, very easy. So it's simple once you have it, right?
All right. And Tina says, move your body. That's right. You learned that straight up. Sherry's all about me too. Move your body. Go for it. Taste it up. Enjoy. Thank you, everybody, for watching us here on Jane Unchained. JaneUnchained.com. Head over there for more recipes, and we'll put ours in the chat as well. Woo! All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Love yas.
Bye. Peace.
Bye. Peace.